Imagine waiting 44 years for revenge, only for the match to become total chaos. This was Algeria against Austria, a game carrying the weight of an old football ghost. 2 matches, 2 scoreboards, and 1 story that refused to disappear. The shadow was the same, but this time, the ending would be different. To understand why this mattered, we have to rewind to Spain, 1982. Algeria arrived at the World Cup as newcomers, carrying hope but little expectation. They were not supposed to scare the giants, but football rarely follows scripts. Their first opponent was West Germany, one of world football's strongest teams. Most fans expected an easy German win, maybe even a comfortable one. But Algeria walked onto the pitch with no fear and real belief. From the first minutes, Algeria attacked like they had nothing to lose. The match became faster, louder, and much more dangerous than Germany expected. Then Algeria found the net, and the whole tournament suddenly looked different. Germany pushed back, but Algeria refused to disappear from the game. By full time, Algeria had beaten West Germany by 2-1. It was one of the great shocks of that World Cup group stage. But the famous win created a strange and dangerous group situation. Algeria had already played their matches, while the others still had one left. The final match was West Germany against Austria, and Algeria could only wait. The problem was simple. Both European teams knew exactly what result helped them. Then came the match in Gijón, the game Algeria would never forget. West Germany scored early, putting the dangerous score on the board. For Algeria, that score was exactly the nightmare they feared most. After the goal, the rhythm of the match seemed to vanish. The ball moved sideways, again and again, with almost no danger. The attacks disappeared, and the crowd began to understand what was happening. Algeria could only watch from outside, helpless and heartbroken. To them, it no longer felt like real football at all. The final whistle confirmed the result everyone had feared. West Germany and Austria advanced together, almost without celebration. Algeria were eliminated, despite creating one of the tournament's biggest shocks. The reaction was huge, and the football world was furious. The damage was so big that football had to change. Final group matches would now be played at the same time. Now fast forward 44 years, and the same shadow returns. Algeria and Austria met again, this time in the 2026 World Cup. And once again, a draw could help both teams survive. But this time, the match refused to become quiet. Austria struck first, and suddenly the old fears felt real again. Algeria fought back quickly, refusing to let the story repeat itself. The score swung back and forth, turning suspicion into pure drama. As stoppage time arrived, the match was still hanging by a thread. Then Algeria scored late, and for one moment, it felt like revenge. The ghost of 1982 looked like it was finally breaking apart. But football was not finished, because Austria launched one final attack. Austria answered almost immediately, smashing the scoreline back to 3-3. Suddenly, both teams were alive, and the group table flipped again. In 1982, Algeria watched others move on without them. In 2026, Algeria survived the chaos and walked through. The old football doesn't always erase history. Sometimes, it finds a way to rewrite it. Was this revenge, redemption, or just football? Comment below and subscribe to StickFooty.